Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tronage, and today we're talking about FPV crate for July 2021. I gotta say, it's got a little bit of weight to this box, so you wanna know what's inside? Then you're gonna have to stick around. July 2021 FPV crate box in my hands, and I know I've said this a couple of times on various boxes, but this does seem like it feels a little bit heavier than usual, which is usually a good sign because things that are heavy are usually somewhat expensive. So hopefully that will translate into some good value. I'm kind of hoping it's motors, but we'll see. Which would be awesome because, you know, the last box in June was a little bit lackluster, so it would be really nice to have some really good value in this box. Now, if you missed the June unboxing, you can check that link up in the corner there and see for yourself. But the July box, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring you all up in close. We're gonna unbox this together, give you my genuine reactions. Then we're going to do a cost analysis to see what it's worth, how much did you pay, what is the value of this box, and then I'll give you my general impressions of everything. But before we do any of that, slam that subscribe button. While you're at it, hit that bell icon. Makes finding my videos a whole heck of a lot easier. It helps support the channel, and it helps keep you in the know when I post videos like this one. So please go and do that. I'll wait. Okay, long enough. Let's get started. FPV crate. All right, guys, let's crack this open. I'm dying to, I mean, like I said earlier, it does feel like it has a little bit of extra weight to it, and I really want to know what that extra weight is. So and this is like tight in there, like packed in. All right, we cut this seal. That's just so, need a new blade on my knife. That kind of drug a little bit. All right, flip this back around, get everything squared away because you know what's gonna happen next. We're gonna open this flap. It's gonna say send it, but now we're gonna open it. So first up, we have a cheat sheet that I'm gonna take away. Just make sure there's nothing else in here. No sticker sheet, noticing on the top here. We do have a set of ethics props here. They are the P4 candy cane prop. Here is your label if you so desire. That is a pretty cool color scheme. You got like basically a transparent, let's take a look at them. We got the transparent red along with like kind of like a milky white, definitely candy cane style. I do like, you know, how Mr. Steele does is like food and whatnot themed combinations for the props. So that is pretty cool. We got 3 sets of those. And then we have the t-shirt right on top, which is intriguing me. So I'm gonna take that away and oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see motors, but we'll get to them. Oh, I'm getting giddy. All right, let's open up this shirt. All right, we got a pretty sweet shirt here. So as I always show, these are Gildan brand. So we are sticking with the brand name shirts, and it's your basic FPV crate logo type shirt. Really cool. Digging the black color, love the color scheme. It's got, you know, the pinks and the purples and the greens and stuff. All my favorite colors, all on a black shirt. Who is happier than me? No one, because we got motors down here, and not just motors, but there's other stuff in addition to motors. Usually motors themselves are quite expensive, and usually that's sort of like everything else. So we're gonna save those. We'll come back to those, but let's see what this big thing is here. I don't even know what this is. I have no, maybe it's a landing pad of some sort. I got no idea. I guess let's open it up and see, because I'm clueless. looks like a big mouse pad. I mean, that's what it basically, maybe a landing pad, mouse pad, but it is huge. I mean, this thing is at least like, you know, maybe 18 inches across and maybe a foot this way, 12 inches this way, 18 this way maybe. I don't have a tape measure handy, otherwise I'd measure, but it's pretty big. It's like basically kind of feels like a mouse pad. Let's take it out of this bag and see. Well, I gotta say that definitely feels pretty high quality. The only thing is I kind of wish it wasn't all folded up because you're gonna have all these creases in this. But essentially, I did cheat. I did look at the cheat sheet. It does call this a building mat or a landing pad. So you could use this as a landing pad. I probably wouldn't, but I do like the idea of building on it, you know, to, you know, keep your table protected. I will say there's a bad smell of like chemical rubber smell coming off of this, which is typical for anything like this. It's been sealed in a plastic bag forever, so those chemical odors will come out of it. So just to let you know, there is a smell coming off of this that I'm not finding very good, but that usually goes away after like a day or two being out of the packaging. The back is rubberized for a non-slip grip. So like I said, the only thing I wish it wasn't folded because I'm getting these like weird creases in it. But hopefully those will work themselves out over time of laying flat. So I'm gonna lay it flat and just let it air out. And, but yeah, that'll be a good mat to just do some builds on. I like it. Okay, and here is our sticker sheet that somehow got stuck underneath. It is showing Independence Day, FPV, Independence. Very cool stuff. Really digging that sticker sheet. Actually really like it, and it makes sense for July being Independence Day. I also like the Statue of Liberty with the transmitter there. Pretty sweet. All right, it's been killing me. Let's see what these motors are. All right, these are the T-Motor brand Velox. We've gotten these before, similar ones. I don't know, I'm sure if they're the exact same ones. They're the Velox style. These are in, let's see here, a 2206.5 with a KV of a 2700. There you go. And let's take a look at what these motors look like. I think we have received these. This has that like knurled finish black. I think we have gotten something very similar to these, if not the same. I'll have to check, but they seem very, very, very familiar. So I'm gonna see. Either way, I don't care if we've gotten them before or not. Getting motors in these mystery boxes is amazing. So hopefully the value will all check out with these motors involved. So let's recap. We got the 4 motors. We got the sticker sheet. We got the 3 sets of props. We got the ginormous, gigunda mouse pad / building mat / landing pad. And we got the t-shirt. And we got the cheat sheet. Now let's run some numbers and see how this box checks out. All right, guys, so it really shouldn't come as no surprise that this was a phenomenal box. Whenever there's motors in a box, I get so giddy because I know the value is going to be there. So let's take a look at it right now. So let's start off with these Ethics props. I love the color combination, the candy cane thing. I mean, it would have been cooler to get this more towards like the winter season, because right now in the middle of summer, being candy cane color, I mean, you know, I'm being nitpicky here. I mean, whatever. But still definitely cool. They are 5140s is what the P4 standard is, if you will. So I am excited to give those a tryout. Next up, we have this build mat. And I will say, you know, the smell coming off of it is a little bit, you know, rubbery chemically, but that's not specific to this. Any single mat or any kind of rubberized thing that you get and you take out of a package, you're going to get that kind of smell. It's basically just off-gassing. It's not, you know, terrible, but you know, you do smell it. But after a day or two, it kind of goes away, and you can see this thing is big. It'll be great to work on. And I checked the price on the FPV Crate website, their list. You can go and buy this if you wish for the $14.99. I thought, well, is that a comparable price? So I went on to like, you know, some hobby websites and stuff just to see about having different kinds of mats. And this type of mat, that's about what they're going for. I mean, yes, you can get, like, I have that blue silicone mat that I always have from my top-down camera, and that's maybe a little bit cheaper, but that's just silicone. This has actually got like a fabric surface. It's got stitching all around. It's got rubber on the back. It's a much higher quality than just a silicone mat. I wouldn't cut on this though, because you'll really probably damage it. So it's more of, you could use it as a landing mat, or, you know, a build mat where it's just kind of like a nice surface to like work on, so you're not like scratching up, you know, your tables or whatever as you're putting tools down and whatnot. So definitely a cool thing. Next up, we do have these motors, and I'm still confused because sometimes it, like, the logo on here says Velox, V-E-L-O-X is what it looks like. When you look on like the Get FPV website, they call it Veloci, V-E-L-O-C-E. Not sure which is correct, but either way, they're by T-Motor, and we did receive these before, a slightly different variation. Back in January of 2021 this year, we did receive these. They were the same motor size, the 2206.5. However, those were 2550 kV. These are 2700 kV, so a little bit slightly higher kV than the ones we received in January. But either way, nonetheless, motors are phenomenal to get in these boxes. So if you took my advice and said, you know, after the dud of a box last month, that it's a good time to subscribe, I wasn't kidding, because here's your proof. You got a freaking motors, chocked full of motors box afterwards. Now, let's keep in mind now, let's look at this from the other side, because I'm super excited, but some people may not be. Because a 2700 kV motor, that's primarily going to be your 4S land. And that's what I fly. I fly 4S exclusively. I don't have any 6S packs. I haven't moved on to the 6S way of living yet. I'm still on the 4S style of stuff. Now, if you fly 6S, you're not going to want to use these motors. These are really for 4S. For 6S, you're going to want something low, like 1700, 1900 kV, somewhere in that range. The higher kV motors, you want to have a lower voltage. Basically, as your voltage comes up, your kV will go down, kind of a thing. So, yeah. So, being a 4S pilot, I'm super excited. If you're a 6S pilot and you got these motors, you might be like, you know, kind of a thing. So, that being said, the mat, I mean, I don't know how you can, I mean, maybe you're not like thrilled about it, but not many people have a mat, especially this. I don't even have like this kind of mat. Like, this is really a nice, like, you could even use this, in all honesty, once you get the creases worked out of it, you could use this as like a big mouse pad for like FPV shooters, because you need a lot of, like, you know, you can turn your sensitivity on your mouse down a little bit and you can really move it around. Or you, like I said, building, or you could, you know, take it out in the field, throw it on the ground and use it as your landing pad or your takeoff pad, especially when you're in like the grassy areas. It's great for that because, you know, you don't want to get all that grass up in your props. It just makes them ugly. You can get like the grass juice can get, you know what I'm saying. So this has got so many uses, even though it's so simple of a thing, that I think it's a great add to this box. Props, I mean, okay, fine. Maybe you're not thrilled with the color, but whatever. But props are props, in all honesty. I mean, you can't really be too picky with props. And the oh, we forgot about the why didn't you tell me? You didn't remind me about the shirt. We got this shirt. Come on. So this shirt, I mean, it is really cool. It's black in color. I love the color scheme on it. You got no complaints with me for a black shirt. So again, some people may not be into swag, so they'll be like, I don't really need the shirt. I really, in all honesty, I'm trying to like look at it from the other side, but in reality here, this is a really great box. You got a nice shirt. Maybe you don't care about the shirt. You got some nice props. I don't really see how you could care about the props. This mat is freaking insane. I'm glad to have got that. And I'm sure, any of you out there who got this also is really excited about it. And the motors, man. Come on. Motors. Really. That's huge value. So as you see, as we come down here to the end here, the value on this is huge. We're at over $47 over the cost of the box. We're at 44%. Remember, my baseline is $20 or 25%. So we're like almost double almost double on the percentage, and certainly over double on the cost, the value, the dollar amounts. So this is a killer box, and certainly I think makes up for last month's box. So speaking of last month's box, let's see really now, because last month when we factor that into my running totals for the comparison to itself, because there's no more quad box to compare to, so now I just compare FPV Crate, keeping a running total of what's going on. It brought it down, but now with this this good box, it's bringing it back up. So let's take a look at that running total right there. And if you're new around here, I'm going to give you the really quick version. Top line, that's 2019, grayed out because I'm not using it in any kind of calculations because it's sort of like the honeymoon period before COVID, all blah, blah, blah. Next line, what happened in 2020? Simple as that. Line after that, what happens in 2021 from beginning until year to date right now, and you can see we are doing pretty decent. Then below that, we basically have the totals. What did we 2020 and 2021? How much did we save? What was the averages per box? And what was the percent saved there? So you can see that we are definitely doing good, and we are having a really good thing, because in average for the last year and a half, we're at 28.4% over the cost of the box, with my baseline being 25%. So we're definitely doing something right. So that's definitely something cool. Now, if we go down here a little bit, you'll see we have now my projected 2021, what we're going to get. And I mean, it's really simple. I'm just taking what we got in 2021, dividing it out, finding the average cost per box, and then multiplying it by 12. There's no real, spectacular projections here. But you can see now this brought our averages way up. You can see the projected average now for the end of the year would be 29.3% over the cost of the box. I mean, come on, that's pretty good. These are now remember, these are my projected, what we'll end the year out with. There's no guarantees. They could be better, could be worse, but so far we're on course to have a really good year. As long as what we've got continues through, we'll be sitting pretty. So if you're thinking about subscribing to the FPV Crate, please go down in the description. There will be an affiliate link that will take you to the website where you can sign up and get yourself one of these boxes. It's an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything additional, but it does help support this channel. So if you are thinking of subscribing to the FPV Crate, please go use that link. Because I have to say, so far the FPV Crate for 2021, aside from last month, has been really strong. And it makes sense because, like I was saying in my previous video, it sort of can go, they're a little bit bad, then they're a little bit good, and a little bit bad, and a little bit good. So really, for any box that's sort of like a dud, that usually means that either the box before or the box after is going to be really killer. So I'm hoping that this trend continues. I'm hoping that we start to see these numbers climb a little bit more. I would love to see the projection for 2021 break 30%, because that would be really, like, I would say, no-brainer. You need to just jump on the FPV Crate, because regardless of what you're getting, on average, it's like 30% off. So if they can keep this momentum going, and they can keep giving us a little bit better value like they've been doing, and we can get for a projected 2021 to 30%, man, that'd be freaking insane. So hopefully we can do that. We'll find out once we get the August box what the trend will be and how it will continue. So when that August box comes, we will be unboxing it here. And if you'd like to know when that's gonna happen, well, then you're gonna have to subscribe. So just hit that subscribe button. It's like right around here somewhere. Right around here. Just click that subscribe button. Go for it. All right. So as always, my name's Tronage. Fly strong.